Alrighty guys, this is Snugsonblitz. Today I have an important question to ask you. Whether you're my subscriber, you've just happened to find this video, but the question is, do you want to get better? Do you want to improve? And it's a serious question because I honestly believe a lot of people don't. Now, this guy, he subbed to my channel, he asked me if I could play a few games, so I said okay. He's playing in the Tier 6, I don't know how to pronounce it, Britannia Panther. I apologize if I butchered that. And I'm in the KV1S. Now he wrote to me and said that you'll be surprised how much I've improved. And I'm like, well, let's wait and see. So anyway, I head off this way. This is really not the position I should be going to because he's a medium, he's faster than I am. So it makes sense for him to go over here and do some spotting. But is he doing that? No, he's going to sit all the way at the back. So, if you've noticed my games, if I'm playing a medium tank, I tend to go to a pretty aggressive position near the middle of the map because I have to do some spotting for my team. And is he doing that? No. So, yeah, now I do bump this guy. I do apologize. I thought he was going to go a little bit further, so I had to back on up. So, my bad there. Now we're dealing with the Bulldog and the Hellcat. Bulldog's got no armor, but the Hellcat's got good gun depression, so just got to be careful about that. Nice shot in there by the Type, so nice work there. If we can push these guys back, we should be golden. And the Bulldog, HE him to high heaven. Unfortunately, I'm not able to change my shell over, so a normal AP shell will do just fine. Now he's in a lot of trouble, so I don't see him getting aggressive. Now if we can get rid of this Hellcat, we should be fine. Now my buddy has swung around all by his lonesome. He's got no support. Now remember, he said that I would be surprised how much he's improved. Well, going by yourself is never a good idea, especially in a platoon, and especially if you're not the better of the two players. So let's see if it works out for him. Let's get rid of this guy. So we've gotten rid of their Hellcat, which is a big threat. Now the SU is going to crest the hill in a second here. He's probably going to whack me, but he decides to go for another teammate. That's fine because now I can get beside him and we're going to rip him apart in a sec. Yeah, he's gone. So it's 6v3. Now, who died? Just take a wild stab in the dark. Any guesses? I have videos on how to platoon better. I have hundreds of videos on how to play or how I think you can do well in a tank. So the only question is, if you've been watching my channel, why aren't you? Now, I get lag. I do get that. We all have that issue from time to time. But, yeah, if you want to get better, you want to kind of take notes when you watch these videos. And it seems that, well, Black Dog, yeah, didn't really seem to get much from my videos because we're going to see after this video some comment that he had for me. And I'm like, interesting comments to say to a, well, shall I say, a seasoned veteran in this game. Only did 954 damage, nothing to write home about. My buddy Black Dog, though, sitting at 32 damage with 5 shells. Goodness me. Yikes. Not the best, but I get it. We've all been there. So in the chat, I said, hey, you've got a lot to learn. Maybe just don't try and boast about your skill level. I can judge from the gameplay. It's okay. And I said, if you want to be nice to people like myself who do videos, just say, hey, thank you for your videos, or they've really helped me improve. However, his response was not what I expected. I barely learned anything from your videos. I'm like, oh, really? Okay. And then, on top of that, he said, at the top you can see, you got lucky most of the time. And I'm like, oh, really? Really? Okay, well, no big deal. I'm like, hey, if you don't want to learn, that's cool. If you don't want to watch my videos, that's cool as well. But what I don't recommend you do is if players who are much better than you are kind enough to play with you, then don't insult them. It's just not a good look. So my question is, do you want to get better? If you do, then when you play with good players, just say, hey, thank you, or I really appreciate you playing with me, or can you give me some tips or suggestions? But telling them they're just lucky or they don't really know what they're doing, it's not going to get you far. And you're not going to improve until you accept that, yeah, you might be the problem. Anyway, that's all I got for you. I'll see you next time. Snugs on Blitz.